Hola and welcome to season 2 for Villarreal in FM21. There has been so much that's been going on, and I have to catch you all up on it. So, first and foremost, my prediction did come true. We lost Pau Torres. Man United came in with the big old sacks of money, and he wanted to go. And I've already made my peace with it because, as big of a loss as it is, that money has been instrumental to us because we didn't really get a transfer budget from the board. So without that sale, we wouldn't have been able to really do very much at all. So bearing that in mind, we'll go to our transfers. So we'll allocate these by value. Pau Torres, 50 million quid straight into the kitty, goes up to 66 with add-ons. Most of them are pretty achievable. Obviously haggled with them, accepted the offer, offered him out for pretty much the same. Nobody else made any bids, so straight to Man United. And as a Man United fan, I'm okay with it. If it was City, I might not have been okay. You'll see another probably surprise inclusion. I've sold Santiago Caceres for 12.5 million quid to Roma. Includes a rather sizable selling on fee percentage. Reason being is our midfield is getting better, and he was sort of a weak link. I didn't like playing him. Basically, he's only 5'10". His passing's good, fair enough, but for the roles that we've got, and he was when I was playing him last season, he was like a ball winning midfielder. He was that strength kind of role, in which he wasn't very good at. And I don't think he was for us. So there might be a tinge of regret with this one, but I just don't think he suits the way we want our midfield to operate. So that was the decision there. Moving on to the more exciting stuff, we have made a couple of signings. We've basically spent, if you look at our totals, 66 million versus the 65 that we've brought in. We've still got a little bit left, and I'll show you what's happening there in a sec. But these are the players that we've brought in. Big surprise and a marquee signing, I'll gladly say, in Dani Ceballos. Popped up on the transfer list at Real Madrid. He took some convincing to come. I think he thought we were a bit beneath him. But we're a fresh start. He's a quality player. First touch is excellent. Passing is excellent. Technique is excellent. His work rate is really good. Got good stamina. So he'll be operating in a very much Mazzala role, supporting the strikers, because that's another thing we've had to look at this year is tactics. So he comes in as a very crucial signing, and I just hope that we do right by him. I hope we can get the best out of him. He still can get better. He's only on a 3.5 to 4 star total now, but you know what? He's a Spanish international player. We're paying him 95 grand a week, but he was on much more than that at Real Madrid, and after a decent loan spell at Arsenal, I think he's ready to really show what Madrid were missing out on. And then we get to these three. So we've had a little bit of an overhaul since Pau Torres left in defence, because we had 4 defenders last season: Pau Torres, Real Albiol, Juan Cruz Comar that we signed in Argentina in the January of that window, and Juan Foyth, who was on loan to us from Tottenham. So we didn't pay the 15 million. Basically, we didn't have it at the time, so we couldn't afford it. And so he had to go back. So that means now, after the sale of Pau Torres, we had 2 defenders in Juan Cruz Comar and Real Albiol. And Albiol is 35, and I've decided is past it. And that he made a few crucial mistakes that helped me, come to this conclusion. However, that's what's led to this triple signing of centre-backs. But this should sort us out in that position for a long time now. So most expensive, we've got Dominguez Duarte, comes from Granada. We paid his release clause of 17.5 million, 3.5-star current ability, and that's his potential. But very solid centre back. We had to promise him as a star player centre back, but to be honest, he's probably the best of the three that we've signed. He's a 6'3", great defender, and he's taking the natural next step up from a mid-table Granada side to a Europa League, Champions League chasing side in Villarreal, or so we hope. Next on this list, I had a little bit of help from my my assistant, the director of football, with this one. So yeah, it is Duce Coletta Carr. So we're going to call him Carr from now on. As stupid as that is, Coletta Carr. Maybe I can do the double barrel, but I'll probably just call him Carr because that's really amusing. Solid defender. He was transfer listed at Olympique Marseille. They sold him for basically what they paid for him, so I'm sure that works out for them, I'm sure. But I think he's a good purchase. 6'4", very strong, good passing as well. He'll be the ball-playing defender. Probably the main partner of Duarte. I'll probably be switching between Carr and Juan Cruz Comar quite often to be that kind of other centre-back along with Duarte. And then after we made those signings, Nikola Milenkovic popped up at Fiorentina for only 12 million quid. 3-star current ability, 4-star potential. He's 23 years old as well, matched our signing objectives to the board because the board were getting a little bit annoyed that I wasn't signing young players. So that helped. But also, he's got excellent balance, jumping reach, natural fitness, bravery, tackling. He's a good centre-back already. He's 6'5". He's huge. And he can get better. So this was a bit more of a go on then. So yeah, this is what pushed Albiol out the door, to be honest. And he's only expecting a squad player role, so we don't have to play him every week. He's going to get better. It was just a smart move. The fact he can also play at right back is quite handy, just in case we have a couple of injuries. So yeah, that was the logic behind that. If we go over to our team report now, check our squad depth, and have it filtered for 3-star and above, you'll notice this left back situation being appalling, and I'm trying to rectify that. We've been trying to tell Grimaldo for some time. I've had bids accepted, but he wanted promises upon promises. He wanted big wage rises that we couldn't pay him, but he's the main target. And I have haggled with him, and at the moment he's accepted. Well, I've offered him a contract that he liked. So yeah, this is 18 billion rising to 23 with a 70 grand contract. If we can get Grimaldo in, job done. I'll be very, very happy with this transfer window. In backup to that, Luca Pellegrini from Juventus has been transfer listed for 12.5 million quid, which is, I think, a bargain. So even if Grimaldo accepts the contract, I might stall him a week and see what happens with Luca Pellegrini, because that might end up being better for us, essentially. And you also notice down here a certain Scott McTominay. He's also transfer listed, and I'd very much like to bring him in. My problem is I definitely need a left back, and even if we get Pellegrini for less money than Grimaldo, I don't think we'll have enough transfer budget left over to make the McTominay deal happen. So I need to make a decision on a midfielder that I'd either like to drop or sell. and our midfield's very strong. And I don't know who I'd get rid of. I mean, the only one I'd really get rid of is probably Vincente Iborra, but I won't get much money for him. He's 33. I don't know. That and our midfield is so strong at the moment. Coquelin, Parejo, Gagliardini, and Dani Ceballos are going to be wanting to play every game. So where does that leave space for our good old friend Scott McTominay? I don't know. Well, he'll probably play a holding midfielder role, so probably him and Coquelin will be swapping that role. So Iborra will probably be the one to go, because that is the problem. There's the money and the squad size, and capacity. So yeah. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. He might not even accept the contract, but yeah, if I've got this filled on 3 stars and above, so the likes of MVPete aren't even on here as an option. This is very pleasing now, especially the defensive situation. Very happy with that. Midfield's great. We've got 2 quality strikers still. I'm not looking to change either of them unless something happens. Say we get a big bid or somebody comes up on the transfer list. We can also see that we've got Nicolas de la Cruz, who's now slotted into our first team, who came on a free last in January. Well, no, yeah, we put him on the pre-contract in January. I think he was the only player for the first team that came in. I can look at transfer history, can't I? So if we go to last season and look at all our free... Sergio Gomez as well. I've decided to keep him in the squad. I think it's better than sending him out on loan. I'd rather keep him around and keep an eye on him and help him progress. So that's the plan with him. But yeah, De La Cruz, like I said, we've got Bruno coming in from Real Madrid. He's gone out on loan. Dario come in from, where did he come from? Estudiantes, and he's gone out on loan as well. Gozzi, who was a bit of a punt. It was definitely one of those where my scouts told me lies. His 5-star potential ability is now down to a 3. So he'll probably be not sticking around for too long. But, still came in on a free. We've not lost anything, so he can go out on loan as well. Kuthenka, who we brought in as well, gone out on loan again. Not quite ready for first team action. And then a late one, which happened just very recently, is Nico came in from Barcelona. He really wanted to stay, but they did not want to give him a contract. And I don't know why. He's a 2.5-star ability, 5-star potential, Spanish youth player. He's going to be great. And they are going to rue that decision. He's 6'2". I cannot see anything wrong with him. He's going to be Spain's central midfield player for a decade. He's that good. He's going to be that good. So, I don't know. They must have just really dropped the ball on that one. But yeah, so we brought Nico in and he's gone out on loan as well. So that's everything to do with transfers. Let's look at our competition schedule quickly. We had a testimonial for Mario Gaspar. He has been at Villarreal his whole goddamn career. I mean, that is a long time. From 07-08 to 21-22. So he definitely was deserving of a testimonial. We had a lovely time against Fulham, 1-2-0. Our pre-season's been pretty impressive. Been happy with it, even against the bigger sides. Only a 3-2 loss against Mönchengladbach. But even then, it was a pretty even game, and we were pretty unfortunate to lose it. So the first 2 league games of the season, we've got Espanyol at home and then away at Real Madrid. And Real Madrid are going to be a problem from now on. I don't think we're going to have a shock result like we did last time. Because I'm just going to go to the... Where are we? What do I want? I want the transfer window. So, the top 2 transfers are Kylian Mbappe and Mo Salah both going to Real Madrid. They've spent £300 million between the two of them. That's 101 and 77 isn't the half of it. Let me show you what Real Madrid have done. They have absolutely broke the bank here. So, Kylian Mbappe is going to cost 182 million with all these add-ons. And Mohamed Salah is going to cost 126 million. That is more than 300 million pounds on two players. Yeah, okay, I definitely say Mbappe's worth it. But is he 30 now, Salah? Oh, he's 29. Well, either way, a front three, including those two, I am terrified. We are never going to be able to beat Real Madrid ever again. Barcelona haven't been that active, only selling players so far. So we don't know what's going to happen with them yet, but surely they've got some money to spend. But yeah, wow, I just those are some insane transfers. You can see Pau Torres being the 5th most expensive player of the transfer window so far. Oh yeah, Barcelona brought in this guy, a Dutch youth wonder kid, who's gonna be amazing. I wonder why it wasn't showing me on there. That's because that was last season. Here we go. They have spent some money, only 124 million. So yeah, they brought in Awar as well, who I was keeping tabs on, but he was just too expensive for us. He's a very good central midfielder. And they brought in Alonso at 30 years old for 22.5 million quid from Chelsea. Yet again, another one I was keeping an eye on, but I decided that at 30 years old, it was probably pretty irresponsible of me spending that amount of money on it, especially when I've offered two much younger, probably very similar players contracts, so that I'd let that one go and let Barcelona have him. I mean, it's a very good signing for Barcelona, I believe, but the only notable sale is MVPete going to City for next to no money, really. 22 million quid after add-ons. Missed that one, but I don't think he would have come to little old Villarreal instead of City, unfortunately. So, that's the players. Let's look at what we've been doing tactically. So, we're going to go into our team selection now. We've got 3 new systems, and I'm confident in all of them. Sort of. This is our primary tactic. We've gone to a standard tiki-taka as opposed to the vertical one we were using last season. This is going to be our at-home, positive, take our time, pick a pass, score a goal kind of tactic. We've also been training in a 5-3-2 just to utilise our defensive situation now. It's so positive, and I like the idea of this. I like working at 5 at the back. It'll make us very solid. So, we'll just we'll see how that one comes in and what games we use that for. And also we've got a cautious counter-attack mentality here. Just, that we need a better solution for those big games, and we may as well give it a go with the counter-attacking system. We've got the right kind of players for it. We've got pacey players, so it makes sense to me to try it. There has been some issues and injuries. So first and foremost, we are back to 7 substitutes as opposed to the was it 13 we were getting last season? So yeah, back to 7 substitutes. So not everyone's going to make the match squad as they used to, and that means 3 substitutes maximum as well in a game. So yeah, not everyone. People will be getting less game time, so we're going to have to manage our players better. And the starting lineup's going to look like this. We're going to have Geronimo Rulli in net, a back 4 of Gaspar, Carr, Komar, and Esputan, a midfield 3 of Coquelin, Ceballos, and Parejo, and a front 3 of Barrenechea, Paco Alcalça, and Chukwueze. Reason Geronimo Rulli is in net, an injury to Sergio Senjo, so he's only fit enough for the bench. Kwame Costa isn't fit enough either to start, so Esputan's going to start. De La Cruz is injured as well, coming back to fitness tomorrow, so he's not making the matchday squad. And we are starting Komar just because he has played for us before, basically. I didn't want to go with a fresh back two. Having said that, it does seem a bit silly with Duarte just being on the bench like that. I mean, he hasn't got the level of fitness that Komar does, but we've also promised him he's going to be a star player. So we need to get him playing. I'm going to come to regret this, aren't I? It'll be fine. It'll be fine. He's a Portuguese international. He knows what he's doing. So a back four of Espitano, Duarte, Carr, and Gaspar. So yeah, Duarte comes into the squad. We'll do that. Comar's on the bench if we need him. Our bench is going to be like this. Just gives us options all around. João Moreno there as an option on the right and as a striker. Yeremy Pino on either wing. Gagliardini and Ugarte for midfield options. And then Peña for right back cover and Komar as centre back cover. No left back cover today because of the injury, but we'll make our peace with that. Let's get into the game. I'm not really expecting any surprises from this Espanyol side, but with a lot of new players, with new systems, we have every right to be cautious about this game. I'm a little bit nervous about the back four, so we'll have to wait and see. Nice to have Barrenechea back as well. We missed him at the end of last season. And we've got our first highlight now. Coquelin walking the ball forward, plays it forward to Chukwueze, who misses out, unfortunately. And Espanyol retain possession. Vargas has it, plays the ball across. Espanyol are in, and Espanyol have scored. And we've conceded in 7 minutes into our first game of the season. Well, I mean, this was a lovely pass. That's what makes it here. Great assist as well. Our that was Duarte, wasn't it? Who just let him slip there. Yes, we don't need to see that again. Thank you. Not a good start. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. I mean, we've had the better of it. So here's hoping we can equalise quickly. A goal kick from Espanyol comes out to Chukwueze, who's going to start running at the defence. Takes the shot, goalkeeper makes the save, and it's cleared. More of the right stuff. I mean, our shot counter keeps ticking and ticking up. 5 shots within 20 minutes is quite promising. 3 of them on target. So clearly we're doing work. Espanyol do have the ball in the start of this highlight as well. Ball comes across to Vargas on the left. Plays it back. Chukwueze makes the interception, and we start playing it out. Parejo with a huge ball over to Paco on the right, and a block there stopping his shot. The Espanyol players rightfully delighted. They didn't expect to be leading this. 1 shot and 1 goal in the first 25 minutes. That hurts. But clearly we're doing the right thing. You've got to believe in the tactic. Got to believe in this mentality. Another goal kick. Carr makes the header there. Over to Chukwueze. Puts the ball back across for Ceballos. Finds Gaspar. Back to Ceballos. Gaspar crosses it in. And it's a tap in for Paco Alcalcer. Our first goal of the season. And it's 1-1. And we can feel much better about the way things are going. Because clearly it was a bit of first game nerves from the new centre-backs. But this was a lovely pass from Gaspar, and Chukwueze just leaving it for Paco to just put in the back of the net. Exactly what we wanted to do. And now they're all sad. That's fine by me. Esputan with a throw-in. Cleared out to Woulé. Carr using all his height there to win that ball. It's nice having big centre-backs. It really is. Coquelin playing it forward. Ceballos, Barrenechea's on it. Parejo, can he find the pass? No, he can't. It's cleared out. But our big centre-back's doing the job. winning back possession for us, playing around. Barrenechea plays it across, cleared out to Vargas. Chukwueze's nicked it here and doesn't find the net. A stupendous save from the Espanyol goalkeeper. We should be 2-1 up now. That was a golden opportunity, all made by Chukwueze. His persistent harrying of the players and interceptions. But good play, but should be finishing that. I think we can go into halftime feeling quite confident that we'll be okay in this game. But we might even nick a goal before halftime. Nope, Chukwueze with another good run, but the ball going wide. If Chukwueze's finishing was better, he'd be the best player in the world. He's so quick and he loves to run at players. I mean, 14 shots, half of which on target, an XG of 1.59 versus their 0.15. Yeah. This is a game we can win easily. We just need to take our time, get that goal. Let's give the fans the performance they're expecting of us and start the second half. I don't think I'll be making any substitutions quite yet. We'll look again on the old 60 minutes, as 60-minute subs are the most premium of all subs. Chukwueze with another cutting run and shot. I'd love to know how many of these shots have been from Chukwueze. It must be most of them. Parejo with the header there, but too tame. And the goalkeeper collects it easily. Everyone seems still in good nick condition-wise. No one's really having a bad game. Barrenechea has not exactly been the most effective, however. A 7.4 for Chukwueze, seems though he's not scored a goal. 20 shots, 10 on target, an XG of 2. The XG says we should score another one. I'm going to let it get to 70 minutes before I change it up. Just as I was about to press the button, we get the highlight, so I'm hoping this is the goal. Chukwueze again on the right-hand side. They've not been able to contain him all game. Forced a Paco, but it's cleared away. Barrenechea finds Esputan, who just slots it wide. And we will make some substitutions. Oh, it's a corner. There must have been a deflection then. Coquelin, Parejo. And that was an interception. So, let's have a look at the tactics. So, we're going to go attacking first and foremost. Dani Ceballos has had a good game, but he's tiring. So, we're going to bring on Gagliardini for him. We're going to bring on Yeremy Pino for Barrenechea, just because he's tiring and not had the best of games. We'll put him on an attacking mentality as well. He loves to score goals. And then looking at this, I want to leave Chukwueze on because he's been so influential. I think we bring on Komar for Carr. Thelta Carr. And he's not a ball-playing defender, so we'll have him as just a defender. And I think that'll be the 3 subs that we make this game. We could make Gagliardini an attacking Mazzala, but he doesn't really fancy that. Dani Parejo could be an attacking advanced playmaker. Yeah, let's try that. Get him a bit further forward, a bit more involved in the game. So, more attacking, subs have been made. Let's hope that breakthrough doesn't take too long to come, because I'm starting to get a little bit nervous. Because if this is how it ends up, I'm going to feel horrible. I mean, at least we know our tactics right. There's 5 minutes to go here and nothing's happening. Going to go ultra attacking, and we're going to demand more. Because look at the state of that. We can't lose this game. I'm not having it. A nearly highlight then. That was weird. Duarte with a free kick on the halfway line. Coquelin plays it over to Pino. Yeremy. Oh! God, how did that not go in? I know it was offside, but more of what we wanted. And I can't believe it. It's finished 1-1. It's finished 1-1. They had 2 shots all game. An XG of 0.17. With 29 shots? Ooh. I don't even know what to say. I'm so happy with how the game went, and we just didn't get the result. I mean, I'm not going to say they weren't good enough, but that was not our night. Wow. I'm honestly astounded. I mean, clearly Espanyol had the game plan. They scored the goal and then set up shop, and we just couldn't break them down. Wow. Let's see how we fare against Real Madrid and Kylian Mbappe and Mo Salah. So we've arrived at the Real Madrid game, and there's a few things to address. First of all, yes, I kind of had a day off after the recording of the beginning of this episode. It was New Year's Day, and I was suffering just a little bit with a hangover, so I decided to kind of leave it a little bit. Well, the main reason for that is there was a lot of transfer stuff going on, and my mind just couldn't handle it whatsoever. Speaking of transfer stuff, you will see we have got our new first team left back in Luca Pellegrini. Comes from Juventus without having played a single game for them. They paid 19.5 million from Cagliari, sent him on loan to Genoa, and then just shipped him off to Villarreal for 15 million. This does leave a little bit of money left in the bank. I'm hoping to get the Scott McTominay deal done, but we'll have to wait and see on that. It depends how mad the board are going to be that I'm going to go over the budget just ever so slightly. But here's hoping that they won't mind that much. So the game today, Real Madrid away against three of the best forwards in the world. And I am doing something I've never done before, and that's play with the back five. We are going very defensive in this new system, looking to play it slow forward, retaining possession where we can, wasting a bit of time. A few debuts going on. Duarte and Saltakar coming in at the back with Komar. Our midfield is just Parejo and Coquelin. I was tempted to play Ceballos against his old club, but I think I'd rather bring him on as a substitute just because I think Coquelin's more suited to this box-to-box midfielder role that we've got going on for this system. And then our front three is going to be Chukwueze, Alsalsa, and a debut for De La Cruz, who's not entirely fit, but I think his pace is going to be something that we look to utilise in this game. So I've decided to give him the nod. Yeremy Pino not involved at all, as Berenachea is on the bench instead. And I'm basically just looking not to get ruined here by Madrid and playing a brand new system that I've never done before with a lot of new players, and most of them aren't fit, most of them don't really get the tactical familiarity. So what could go wrong? Let's get into the game. Pellegrini is lacking in fitness. Don't really mind about that. He has just played a full season with Genoa, so I'm not too worried that he's not played a lot of football recently. And, Genoa, still a top-tier side. Maybe not what we're looking to achieve, but at least, he got lots of football in the meantime. He wasn't playing for Juventus. We do have nothing to lose here, so we may as well give it our all. Sergio Asenjo coming back in to the team as well. Oh my God, look at that. It's disgusting. How can you buy Kylian Mbappe and Mo Salah in the same season? Ridiculous. I'll get over it eventually, maybe. But yes, I'm just looking not to get done in. I'll take a 0-0 now, undeniably. This just got such a good side with so much quality. Hazard, Mbappe, Benzema, and Salah are basically their attacking players. It's some of the world's best attacking talent, and then you've got a defense of Ramos and Varane. Casemiro as well is top tier quality. And judging from this, things are going exactly as we expected. We are keeping their XG down, despite the fact they've had 5 shots, which means to me they're not having good quality shots, which is exactly what we're trying to avoid. Packing out our defence, not giving their attacking players any sort of room. I thought De La Cruz just gave away a penalty on his first game for us, but no, it was a well-timed tackle. I'm amazed we've had a shot on goal and on target. It must have been from 50 yards out, but that's fine. Maybe we can go a bit more adventurous when in the dying minutes of the game when they're chasing it. But half-time 0-0 is exactly what we came here to do. And it looks like we are frustrating them. Not very good content, this, I'll agree. But, needs must. If you're going to Real Madrid, where they've got Kylian Mbappe, you're not going to try and outplay them because you won't. You'll just lose convincingly. Hazard has the ball. He's running in and sticks it into the top corner just before half-time. So he's completely ruined that for us. Right. Well, at least we can change our game plan now at half-time. So good. As soon as I saw they were playing Hazard in like a Mazzala central midfielder role, I was like, he's just going to score. He's just too good. And his agility, his pace, everything about him, too good. I guess we'll change it up. Let's look at our tactics. So this didn't work. So we're going to go to our counter-attacking system. I don't want the set pieces. Thank you. So now we need to get a goal. And we're going to have to sacrifice a player to do that. So Komar is going to come off. We're going to bring Dani Ceballos on. And everything else seems good to me. We'll just have them on support. Yeah, I'm not looking to change up too much. I'm not that worried that De La Cruz hasn't been involved very much either. Or Pellegrini. Seems to be at the left-hand side that's struggling. But we weren't really trying to do anything in that first half. So we'll change it up and see if this will produce any results. Because now we're 1-0 down, it doesn't matter. 4 or 5-0. I mean, I'd rather just try and get something out of it now. Now that the point is probably out of the window. Kylian Mbappe in through there and doesn't tuck it away, thankfully. Just going wide of the post. That's it. Another highlight here for Real Madrid. We clear it away and it does fall to De La Cruz, who is instantly dispossessed by Militao. Hazard, Salah, Odegaard, Mendy. Mendy skips past 3 players and then, after doing all that hard work, just spoons it wide. This does not make good reading. Yeah, let's get. Why weren't we already man marking Kylian Mbappe? I can tell you to do that right now. Let's go balanced and see if we can produce anything. Real Madrid corner. Oh no, throw in. Sorry. Mendy gives it to Mbappe, plays it across for Casemiro, and it's in the bottom corner, and that's 2-0. Yeah. This Real Madrid side is just insane. If they don't win or come close in the Champions League this year, then the manager deserves to be sacked, because there's just an abundance of talent in this team. They've taken Mbappe off. I think the game's won. And bring on Cruz. What a downgrade. I think I'm going to bring on Barrenechea because De La Cruz is just not having any fun in this game at all. And we'll bring off Paco. Give Gerard Moreno a bit of a run out. I guess we go positive. Just trying to... I don't even know. Trying to do something. I feel like I could press every single button and nothing would change now. One shot in the entire game. Mario Gaspar on a 5.9. Oof. I think that's harsh. I kind of just want another shot on target. The fans are going to ruin me here. Cruz with the corner. And Benzema gets his goal. And that's 3-0 to Real Madrid. We were never going to win this. Let's face facts. As soon as I saw those transfers had been made, I knew every game against Real Madrid from now on is just going to be absolutely excruciating. Because what else can it be? They're never going to forget that 1-0 win that we snuck away with at the end of the season last year. It's definitely the last time we're ever going to beat Real Madrid in this save. Well, okay, maybe not ever, but I'm talking a good 4 or 5 years away because Mbappe's not going to go anywhere because no one else is going to be able to afford him. That's got to be offside. Linesman? Linesman? Hello? No? How? Wow. Okay. Casemiro just finds a huge hole in our defence and Salah tucks it away. And that's all of the front three. Oh no, Mbappe's not scored. But he has come off. Yeah, we don't need to see this again. Let's... Oh, God. Make it stop. Oh, it's 5-0. Wow. I just don't know what to say. Our wingbacks have had the worst of games. Gerrard's picked it up. He's determined to do something here. Yeah. I didn't think that was going in either, mate. Danny. Oh, I thought Danny Pereira just got himself sent off. That would have been the icing on this shit cake. I mean, I know it's not... I need to remind myself, right? This is not back to the drawing board. This is just an insane Real Madrid side that we were never going to stand a chance against. Ever. They're just so good. I mean, they're known for their Galacticos, right? They buy 2 in a season. Yeah. 5-0. Was kind of expected. Maybe I should have stuck with the 5 at the back and just frustrated them more. I don't know. What was the point? We were never going to win. We'll go in not happy because it will motivate them, but I didn't expect anything more of them. Just sad that we got some of our players making their debut in such a horrible game. I'm going to work on that 5 at the back tactic. I think there is merit to it, and I think that it's definitely worth having a hold them up and frustrate them kind of tactic. And I'm still not sold on that counter-attacking system. So maybe that will be the one that changes. It just never seems to work. So, yeah, ouchie. Not the start of the season we'd have liked. I mean, to be fair, we should have just beat Espanyol and I'd be okay. But having not won that game, getting rinsed by Real Madrid, things are looking kind of bleak. We're going to have a bit of time before our next video, I imagine. It also doesn't show me where the Europa League is yet. So I'm not too sure when the next time you'll see us will be. But somewhere in these 2 months. I'm definitely going to have a few games off camera so we can get some sort of form going and show everyone else, including myself, that we're not that bad. Who knows? Anyway, thanks for watching this season opener. I'm hoping things will pick up because it's going to be a long season if that's what it's going to be like. Yeah, I've been MVPete. I've been having fun. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. All the good stuff. Hasta luego. Bye for now.